As a child, my parents were crazy about traveling to former USSR countries. So 4 times I've been to Kazakhstan as a child, 4 times I've been to Kyrgyzstan.
What about the cities in Russia? What is your favorite city?
I still have my dream to visit Kamchatka, for example, Vladivostok. I want to visit Kaliningrad. I want to visit Nizhny Novgorod. Cities I have never been to.
What makes Russian people different?
Russians have a mysterious soul. People here are more concerned about internal things.
It's hard for everyone to understand the Russian people and Russian culture.
I thought that women are more multitasking than men. I see that you are so energetic and so multitasking. I want to know, where do you get the energy for that?
Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode. Today we have Yulia, or in Russian language we would say Julia, or maybe in English it's Julia, but in Russian it's Yulia. Hi Yulia, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing very fine.
You're doing great?
Yeah,
So how is life going on in Yekaterinburg?
life is great, This city is wonderful. Summer is over here, and the job which I'm doing, I like it. Everything is great.
Okay, so let's start easily. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yes, what are you busy at university?
Currently, I'm a specialist of International Cooperation Department at Ural State University of Economics.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
How long have you been in this work, and how is this work? Do you like it? Is it hard? Is it challenging?
I'm here since the end of September. And when I first entered this job, I didn't even know what to expect, what kind of job is waiting for me. So I stepped into the sphere which I absolutely wasn't aware of. So everything was new for me, because previously all the experience I had, it had no relation to what I'm doing right now, except English speaking. That's all.
Yeah. So what do you do at university? What did you study yourself?
What did I study before?
Before, yes.
Before. I have 3 degrees.
That's amazing. 3 degrees.
I studied in Novosibirsk State University. I got my bachelor degree there in the sphere of philology.
Philology. Yes,
it's like when a person goes deeply into Russian language, Russian literature, Russian culture, religion, and like in depth.
Deep knowledge of a language.
Deep knowledge of Russian language, literature, and culture. I studied there for 5 years and like specialist. Then I moved to another city, which is neighbor city, and got my second degree as a bachelor too, but already in translation.
So you got your second degree in translation?
Yeah, in translation. I gave birth to a child and decided to have master's degree right away, and I defended my diploma there, and also so I have master's degree in translation too in Tomsk State University.
In Tomsk?
Tomsk State University.
So you started from Novosibirsk, then you went to Tomsk,
neighbor city Tomsk,
and then you came to Yekaterinburg.
And then I came to Yekaterinburg, yeah.
Wow. You said you went to Moscow.
Yeah.
What other places, and how is your traveling experience?
I don't travel much lately, because it's a little bit hard when you work and you have very short vacation, and it's kind of difficult to manage it when you want to visit your parents, and also to spend time with your child, and also to see something what you never seen before, and also to make it comfortable with finance. But before, when I was a little bit more free, I used to travel a lot.
Yeah. Where have you traveled, and how was it? Yeah.
Thanks to my dancing, as far as I was a member of a university team, the university sponsored our trip to Netherlands. It was a world championship where we took the 7th place among European countries. It was a wonderful experience. I've seen Rotterdam, a city which was completely destroyed during the Second World War and then rebuilt again. It's a very beautiful city. So Netherlands, and also due to dancing, I visited France, Paris. I traveled to Germany as a volunteer. It was Work for Peace. We were making the graves of soldiers looking tidy, clean. We were like raising flowers there.
What year did you travel?
It was 2008, probably 2007. Yeah, Work for Peace. So there were buried soldiers from many countries also after the Second World War, and to make people united after this war, not to have any already anger towards each other, we were visiting this country and cooperating with students from other countries, like Poland, Germany, Russia, and some others. So as a volunteer, I visited Frankfurt, Saarbrücken, and Köln, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
I've been to Czech Republic also, Czech Republic, yeah, but not to Prague. My dream is also to visit Prague. It's a very beautiful city. No, but I've been to Brno. Brno, it's kind of small city. No, it's not the capital. It's kind of small city, but still it attracts some architecture, some cultural things in this country. Yeah. If you want to know about traveling more, then I could tell you that as a child, my parents were crazy about traveling to former USSR countries. So 4 times I've been to Kazakhstan as a child, 4 times I've been to Kyrgyzstan and in Tajikistan. I was one time in Tajikistan.
You visited Tajikistan too?
Yes, Leninabad. Yeah, and I know the lake there, Sirdarya. Is there such a river? No, you've never been.
I never been.
Because I know they speak the same language as you.
Yeah. I know this capital city. That's Dushanbe. Yes, I have many friends from the city right now, studying or living in the city. And in Afghanistan, they came sometime. I met them, and when I went to Uzbekistan, I met some of them there. Otherwise, yeah. So you have been traveling. That's really nice.
Yeah.
What about the cities in Russia? What is your favorite city?
Oh, I've been to some cities of Russia, but not all of them. I still have my dream to visit Kamchatka, for example, Vladivostok. I want to visit Kaliningrad. I want to visit Nizhny Novgorod. Cities I have never been to. But I've been to Moscow, St. Petersburg, Krasnoyarsk, Tomsk, Novosibirsk, Yekaterinburg. What else? I think I can forget something. I've been to Sochi, of course. My favorite city is Sochi.
So among all cities in here, Sochi is the favorite for you. Why?
Yes, I love architecture. I love culture. I love Moscow because of history and so on. But nothing can give me that pleasure when I'm among palm trees on the sea, when I see the blue water, seagulls, and this air, this breeze. It's crazy.
The beautiful part of Sochi is the different trees. Those trees resembles like Arab countries.
Of course, like yes. That's what makes Russia so unique. Because on the one hand, it's like always considered with winter, snow, cold, freeze. Everything is so gloomy. Gloomy or gloomy? Gloomy, not groomy. Gloomy is something else. But on the other hand, on the south,
on south,
we have these wonderful trees, these palm trees, mountains.
It was really beautiful when I saw that. I was surprised because I didn't see those things in other cities.
Was it the first time when you traveled this forum or festival?
Yes.
Festival. It was the first time in Sochi? You must visit it in summer because it wasn't summer yet.
I should visit again.
Of course, definitely. Because you should try to swim in the sea. Go exactly at this place where you've been because it's called Imeretinskaya Nabережная. You've been there. I know where this festival was held. This place is the most amazing place in the whole city.
This
big hall where you've been, Olympics and so on, right? This is the best place in Sochi where you can relax and swim and understand what is it about Sochi.
Once again, we are going to ask some other question which remained from the first part, which was really fun and interesting. So I'm going to ask you about what makes Russian people different. What is these unique things about Russian culture, people? Tell me about it because I have heard from other people. I would like to hear from you.
We often hear that Russians have a mysterious soul. It's a very widespread collocation about that Russians are mysterious, not understandable. Yeah, probably it's true, but you cannot understand the meaning of this. What does it mean, a mysterious soul?
Yeah.
You cannot define it exactly. What does it mean? It's true, but what makes Russians different from other nations and what makes Russia different from other countries is that people here are more concerned about internal things.
About the internals.
About the internal things. For example, let's take any situation, event, or object. They care more about what's inside, about the content, about the matter of the things, about the matter, rather than about the shape, about the form, about how it looks from outside. That's what I observed. That's what I discovered. That's what I feel. Or being Russian, that's what I feel, or living in my country and knowing so many Russian people. That's what I can tell after studying philology at my university, because I studied Russian language and literature, and I can tell that things which would make Russians different is that they care more about the inside of the thing.
So it's like the heart.
The heart.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you can maybe find that it's not very nice in the dormitory. Yeah? Like things are not fine, but we still provide the living for the student. The fact is still that they have the place where to live. Mm-hmm. So the function is performed, and it's like when you look inside the object, it's more reliable. Mm-hmm. It's more secure. Maybe some buses and some trams are old, but they're still on their way. They're still driving you to destination.
They still function and they still do the job.
They still do the job. Of course, we should care about the form too. Like time goes and there is a design and so on, and we should care about the shape, and it's also must be beautiful and attractive. Make your eye. Make some pleasant things to your eye.
Attraction
and satisfaction. But I can tell that Russians care more about how is it working from inside.
Yeah.
If inside is all right, if it's working, doesn't matter what's the outside. Mm-hmm. Not important.
Yeah, that's really nice, because it's hard for everyone to understand the Russian people and Russian culture. It's different. Every culture, people, they're different. Mm-hmm. The Russian culture also. It's one of the oldest culture and the nation, and people are here for centuries,
Yeah.
That's why. And people have different. What is the traditional thing in Russia? Food. What's I want to know.
Food.
Yeah, what's it?
When you speak about something traditional, we always need to come back to the village, to the countryside. Mm-hmm. And what do we do? What do we eat in village? It's milk, bread, and butter. It's something like that, because the animals which are always with you is a cow and some goats and farm food. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking about dishes, this traditional Russian blini, pancakes, yeah, borscht, which is Ukrainian, but anyway, it's widespread in the whole Russia. Mm-hmm. We like soups so much. Mm-hmm. Many foreigners, they come to Russia, they aren't used. They are not used to eat so much soups in their own countries, but in Russia we have so many varieties of soups here. Mm-hmm. Dishes from potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes is very important.
Yes, kasha.
Porridge, of course, yes.
The thing I have eaten, and I have
tried it.
Yeah, I have to. When I came here first, I saw
also many varieties of porridges. Mm-hmm. Many, they are all different depending on the seed which is used.
Yeah. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to say, ask? You want to?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you a question. What makes you so energetic and motivated about life? What makes you achieve more and more? And
from me, right?
For you, yeah, to go forward and to make another step and to get closer to what you planned. Because I thought that women are more multitasking than men. It's like widespread also stereotype that women can concentrate on many things simultaneously. But as for me, I'm not. I have this, I have that, and it's enough for me. I want to sleep. I want to rest. I see that you are so energetic and so multitasking. I want to know, where do you get the energy for that? and what motivates you more? What motivates you the most?
Well, that's a very good question. That's an interesting question because not everyone asks me the question. I usually ask it, right? So I think it starts from family, how I grow up. In my family, everyone is trying hard. My sisters, my brother, my mom, my dad. My mom helps my dad. My dad's helping everyone in the family. And then somehow I grew up in this culture of doing things, learning, and going fast, being better than yesterday. I think the very first is the family, and usually I also when I want to do something, I think about them that if it is going to be a positive name, first of all, if it's going to provide any financial support, if there is going to provide network support, right? If you, for example, you're in my country, I make a network with you, maybe in the future my sister wants to study here, then you can help a little bit, maybe. Or if there is friendship or these things. So it's all going to help that way. First thing. And the second thing, it's about thinking. You only live one time. You can do as much of the things as you want, but you only have one life. So you should use that in the best way. And instead of wasting that, I think that let's do something better. And instead of sitting and smoking for hours or maybe sleeping. I know some people they sleep all day and they just go university.
I know so many people like that.
Yeah.
Really.
When I look at them, I feel really bored. So I say that I have one chance to do things better. Why I should not that? Although it's hard to learn something, but at least 2 times, 3 times, I do that, and then it gives me motivation. So
you prefer to do something, regardless the result, how it should turn out in the end. Better to do something rather than
yes, because it's all about starting. It's really hard because you think in your brain, how should I start? Who should I ask? How can I do that? What time should I ask? But then after you do the first step, you're going to when you do the first step, you're going to make it able, like
the second
step,
and the third, like have a taste of it.
Yes. For example, I didn't know how to swim.
How to swim?
Yes. When with my father, I went to swimming when I was kid, but I didn't learn. I was just wasting time. At that time, I was very young, maybe 6 or 7. So. But this year, in spring 2024, in the first month, January, I said, I'm going to learn this thing. So I registered for 1 or 2 months of swimming. Every day I was going there now
so
I can
you challenge yourself. It's like challenging. I think you also enjoy this adrenaline.
Yes, I say
you
that.
Like it.
Yes, I say that. Let's learn something. Like swimming. Okay, language. Okay. Even before I came here, I started learning Russian language. I took some YouTube classes and I started to learn. It was very hard. I didn't know nothing, but I started very early. But who knew that one day I would be here and I would be studying? So I started. It's all about starting something.
Of course. And did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the swimming? So now you can swim?
Yes, I enjoyed swimming. Now I like water. I'm not afraid of water.
And did you take a coach with you? Like there was a trainer who?
There was a friend of mine, so every day helping me how to and when to where. After 2 or 3 days, I was not afraid of water, and then I went a little bit far. First of all, in the first days, I was just swimming for 1 or 2 meters. Now I can go to 4 meters.
Didn't you have this fear that you are drowning down? No, you will die now. Like the water that you don't feel the ground on your behind your feet.
One time I went to a place. I asked the coach, and the coach told me, if you go down, do something like go so down and push yourself from there and go up. So this is one thing I remember. Because in my country, one day I went to swimming with my boss. He didn't know I don't know swimming. I went to the basin. I went there in the pool, and then I was like drowned. Yeah, I was like, for so many seconds, I was like that. And then finally, I remembered that I should go down and I should push myself. And when I pushed myself, I was able to be up, and then I took something. So after
it requires a character, you know. Yes. It requires something like strong decision inside to do something what you have never been doing before, and
Yes.
what you're afraid of probably, right?
Yeah.
It's like challenging. I believe that it's really the best motivation.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, these things really motivates me to keep doing because I would like to use my time
I got
the
you.
best way. Like at least uh, from 24 hour, if you can do 50% of your time good things,
Mhm.
that's amazing.
That's already
Yes, that's all.
the winning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Right.
what
Thank you.
about you? I think I didn't ask this question. Maybe I asked, it was not recorded.
Uh-huh.
I want to know from
Challenging
you.
us.
Yes, what
The same
motivates you?
happened to me. What motivates me? I think I told what motivates me, and we recorded that about ambitions or something. We didn't record it.
Maybe that's
Maybe
why.
not. But about challenging yourself. 2 years ago, it happened with me the same. I was so free, so I decided to try to drive a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
It started from ordinary video in Instagram. I see that somebody is driving motorcycle, and I think, oh, it's so easy. I want to try it. I want to know. I want to look cool on the motorcycle too. I want to feel the wind behind my back and to feel this, what they feel when they are driving.
Yeah.
And I decided to go to motor school. I registered there. I took classes. I passed through some theory hours, and then we stepped into practice. Everything was fine. I enjoyed it, and there are some videos and photos of me on the motorcycle. I can drive it. I know how to use this, gears and
Clutch.
the clutch. Yes, yes. It was difficult at the beginning, but I enjoyed it so much. The thing is that I couldn't pass the exam.
Okay.
Because at the time when the exam came, I became so stressed that even I fell down from motorcycle. That even I cannot balance.
Yeah.
It was so it was so stressful for me. And each exam costed money, and then I need to take more hours to practice more. So
But you can drive, right?
I can drive, but I have never driven on the road. I was only on the motordrome, doing some figures, because when you learn to drive motorcycle, you should learn the basic figures, which you probably will do on the road.
Yeah.
Like 8 figure, then speeding, then stop, driving straight, or some turns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I challenged myself because I wanted to try something new. And I believe that it made my brain work.
Yeah.
Even, yes, maybe it's dangerous. Maybe I will never, but I hope it will never happen. Maybe I will never drive motorcycle, but I wish I will. It's my dream. Anyway, at that time, I believe that it made my brain work harder. Mm-hmm. And any stressful situation enriches you with many, many things, which you cannot even understand, observe, but it happens.
It gives you motivation energy,
and experience, of course.
Experience for sure. And instead of being less experienced, be more experienced.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
If you sit with some of your friends, you could say, "Oh, I know that thing. Oh, yeah, that thing." Oh, wow.
And parachute jumping also is in my head. I'm so afraid. But I know the people who tried it. They tell me it changes their life. It changes the way they think.
They become more strong.
They become different people. So I really would like to try it.
I want to try the skydiving,
Skydiving.
From the airplane.
Ooh. Yeah. See, so many things we can try in this life.
Life is beautiful, and we have so much.
And it's too short, It's so short, actually. We can go to philosophy now.
yeah. It's in one way it's short, but for the people who don't use it, it's very long. Yeah. They're just wasting their time.
Wasting time, and thinking that the best moment is about to come tomorrow, after tomorrow. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, if you have anything you would like to add, if not, thank you so much for being with me, being with us in our podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was a pleasure talking to you. You had very nice questions. Yeah. It was a great conversation.
Thank you.